Welcome back to No Socks. This is episode 17. I'm your host, Katie. This is Pat, and we are here with Gecko.
Hello.
Hi.
Ooh, that's full. Thank you for coming. How did you find the journey?
Pretty wet and dark
And cold.
and a bit scary.
My personal favorite question, what tunes were you listening to?
Okay.
We weren't playing any music.
I wasn't
I was
either.
listening to music on the way here because I had a
then you can't
40-minute
be
drive. I turned it down so I could talk to you.
Just listening to my voice.
That's the music I listen to. Mia's voice. No, I was listening to American Utopia, like the Broadway album.
Okay.
David Byrne is cool.
Ooh.
And he did a show of like all the Talking Head songs. And that's what I was listening to on the way here.
Nice.
Calm down.
Note for later. File it.
Oh, yeah. You want the DVD? I got it.
Yes.
I'll lend it to you.
Yes, please. Cool.
What about you?
Go on, me.
I think I drove here in silence because I know, which is rare, but it was just because I was
sound of
just
nature.
so focused, especially in these small streets. Like I was just like not ready to hit any cars
These
tonight.
streets are very strange.
It's small
spooky.
and it was raining.
And there's like cars always on either side, like parked on the side of the street.
Yeah,
So you have to like
I
go
just
in
needed
between.
ultra concentration.
That's fair.
But when I was driving to uni, it was Poinciana by Wolfpack.
Oh,
That album is so cool. Such a cool album. Yeah.
Nice. Thank you for the music, Rex. Rex, can I say that? Well, I just did.
Yeah, it's a thing now.
Cool. But yeah, for our lovely listeners, in case they don't know, who are you? Who is Gecko? How did you come to be?
Why is Gecko called Gecko?
Why
That's what
is
I want to
Gecko?
know.
Oh,
That's a good
so
story.
many stories.
Go on, Mia.
Gecko is us. We call ourselves funky-punky-rock, and we call ourselves chaotic, but a lot of our songs may sound angry, but beneath it all, we are just we're not that angry. We just like making our music angry, and we have a lot of things to sing about.
Cool.
Yeah, Gecko's called Gecko because we were trying to figure out a name, and our ideas were. What was
Bad?
your idea? No, like we all had our own ideas.
ideas are always
Your idea
bad.
was like some kind of rock. You wanted to be like a crystal or something.
Like a pebble?
Oh God.
You
slander
did.
me like
no,
this.
you did. Ash wanted to call us like some kind of diamond. Like you were coming up with these crystal names.
Emerald?
You,
I don't
were.
bullshit.
She
This
was,
is fake
and you were on
news.
board.
You guys
No.
And I was like,
Amethyst?
yeah, like amethyst and stuff like that. You did.
I'm sorry to
Okay, just-
gaslight you in public.
wait. Just or like birthstone. Like no, you found a cool one.
Wow.
Anyway.
Mia has a drum teacher who said to her one day, Gecko would be a good name for a band. And that's what we started with. And then we went on a journey of a bunch of different names.
He didn't even say that. He was just saying hypothetically, because I was
Yeah.
asking him about music business. He's like, hypothetically, your name's Gecko because I was wearing gecko earrings.
That's what it was. Yeah. So we tried a bunch of different things and then we circled back to Gecko.
Gecko.
So it was either going to be like a rock.
A rock.
We can cut this if you like. Just think about it as
Why
the
do I
podcast
not
goes on.
recall this?
It'll come- both of you think about it.
Maybe it'll become a memory that happened.
I wanted to name it like the Chickadees or something.
Oh my God.
yeah.
We used to have a rooster called Chickadee.
Oh,
Yeah.
And you wanted to name it the Peaches.
Did I?
The beaches?
Yes.
Peaches. Yeah.
Peaches.
Peaches
Yeah.
and beaches.
Peaches, like the
Peaches.
fruit.
Peaches.
Yep.
But we landed with Gecko.
I think Gecko's quite nice.
It's iconic.
And people say Gecko.
Gecko.
So it's also
yeah.
kind of Aussie.
I'm surprised that hasn't really been like taken up yet.
Well, there's
We're
another
hearing
gecko.
rumours.
Yeah,
There's another Gecko.
There's a
there's a lot of
person,
geckos
like,
actually.
There's a whole
Species out there.
Yeah.
It's pretty intense competition.
Because when we released our album, it all went under this other dude called Gecko, and I had to like contact people to get our own page. And but he's like pop, so you wouldn't confuse us. But there's other geckos. Yes.
Well, hello to them. Hi, other gecko. You are not here.
Missed it though.
Get them on next week.
Yeah, why not? Wherever they are. Yeah.
But what have you been up to recently? Because I know that I've listened to, Michaela knows I've been listening to your album like probably one too many times. I was listening to it before I came onto the podcast. But, so you've released Miss. And where are you guys going from there?
I think we are hoping to write more originals in this period because we're not gigging at the moment.
Yep.
And just because we have so much material that we haven't had a chance to really dive into.
Cool.
So, yeah,
because
we've got more content.
you've got about like 10 to 12, like 43 minutes worth of like originals.
Yeah, the album, yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there any that like you particularly enjoy playing live or anything?
Any song?
Or personal
Yeah.
favorites.
Personal favorites, yeah.
Thinking face.
Yours, I'd say yours is like Angry Missy or Monster.
No, I like Boys Night. That's my favorite. To
Oh,
play.
really?
Yeah.
Wow.
What about you?
Boys Night. That's
I
a
kind of
callback.
like
You wouldn't
Boys Night
understand.
because I get to scream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the one.
Yeah.
I like Boys Night because you can be like, it's just such an unhinged song. So it's really fun.
And local's fun as well.
And people probably
Like
think
Oh
goes
yeah,
off.
I
Yeah,
actually
yeah,
like
yeah.
Really?
local.
yeah. The headbanger
Playing
bit at the end.
that
Yeah.
has been
the end.
so fun.
Yeah.
I get shivers.
Oh, look at you.
From my own. That's so narcissistic.
So as I'm singing, I get goosebumps.
No, but it's not me. It's when you guys go like. Because that
She
was an
saved it.
emotional
She
song
saved
for
it.
me. So you're like making it real
Aww.
again. What about
So it
you?
doesn't leave her numb, at least.
No.
She feels
Yeah,
pretty
it's
alive.
changed.
Feeling the feelings.
She's
so
feeling
it's
it, yeah.
Progress.
Yeah.
It's just in a different setting.
She actually cares about it this time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
How did you come to be? Like how? Explain.
So we met in 2019 in the first year of our jazz course. And we were probably rhythm section players. I think we were each like one of the few
The only.
chicks playing our instruments in the course.
Oh, yeah.
So we were like, let's bond over that. So I met Mia first, then bumped into me on the bus, I think.
Yes.
And yeah. And then, we all realized we liked playing rock music. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can take it away.
Yeah, well, we both kind of jammed once, and then we both thought Mia was really cool. I thought Mia was really cool, and we used to pass notes to each other in class.
Yeah,
Yeah, we do.
all cute and everything.
Because I was like, I like your earrings or something.
I was like, I like your shirt. Back and forth, back and forth. Do you want to play music?
Yeah. And I think originally we were like, we should start a wedding band.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
remember
yeah.
that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wedding band.
It was never going to work.
It was never going to happen. But we made a playlist. We were like, these would be some cool tunes.
What would be your dream wedding band songs? Or is it just the classics?
Probably the classics. I think that's what we
I feel like
Wait, what are
we
the
had
classics?
Jamiroquai, Ash.
Oh, come on,
that would be
Eileen.
so cool.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, of course.
And some Stevie Wonder.
Oh my god.
Oh, no.
Mr. Brightside. I can keep going.
Oh yes, that's a good point actually. Why did I ask?
Okay. Yeah, well, why did
should
I
have known.
ask?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Oh no. Yeah.
Yeah, but from there, so you met. Okay,
Oh,
you're in
yes,
this.
that's right.
You're in
Yeah,
this
yeah.
course.
So Mia and I had a jam and we wrote a song about her dog. So that's the Angry Missy song.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because Missy was barking at the door and we were like, what's she thinking about? So we
Get in the
that
head.
was from her perspective.
Waiting for my mum to come home.
It only took me to that second verse until I realized what the song was like. Oh my. Oh right. Yeah.
Oh, so you did figure it out.
That's the problem
fine.
because sometimes at gigs, I'll just sing that and then I'm like, people think that I have a weird kink or something because I'm like,
I mean, the first time I heard that, I was like, what the frick's happening? So
it's a bit risky, that one.
I
It's the first song we
understand
wrote.
that.
We're just so used to the way it goes, but we forget how it comes off. When
I always announce it's about a dog now, but yeah, I used to not and people would be like,
That's
the hell's
it's
going
not
on?
half the fun though if you just didn't.
Yeah,
announce it.
that's
Well, I mean, I feel like what's the word?
Reputation.
My reputation is already skewed from like boys' night as well. Like, because I think
and
people,
Toesucker.
yeah, like I feel like people take our songs really seriously, but a lot of the time it's not that serious. It's not
Okay.
that. It's not that deep.
I guess it's good.
Sometimes it is that deep.
This will be a good
So happy you got that
opportunity
date.
to, the record straight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
People
was
know.
wondering that actually. Like, I was like, how serious are these songs? Like, I can't tell if they're like.
The fury, the presence of the fury, is it?
Well, the fury goes back to Mia's high school
High
days.
school days.
So some of our
Angsty
lyrics
one.
we've
That's
dug up from Mia's angsty writings in 14?
Is that when you started writing?
Yeah, like year 10 probably.
Okay.
Good
After
time.
my Local Anesthetic was the first song I wrote when I got dumped, and that was in year 10. So that's when I started writing.
Right.
Yeah.
Oof. So much fun, yeah. But the thing that's always
We're benefiting from it now.
It's the
Thanks,
most-
Mia.
Yeah, it was great.
it's the most satisfying thing. You go through all that pain and then
Beautiful
but at least
art.
Beautiful art. That's the whole point in it. So
Yeah.
I don't know why I did that.
I like making art from suffering.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's
That's
what
a
it's
human
about.
experience.
So you wrote Local Anesthetic when you were in year 10. How are the rest of the songs, how do they develop? Like, so how's that songwriting process like taken shape?
Well, most
then?
of them we would write together. So like, for example, like Runaway's Me's song, and we'd just bring our own songs in and just kind of workshop it to be our sound.
Okay, yeah.
And even with me, like I write my songs, but I have no idea what I'm doing. Like I'm just playing on the guitar, but me will be like, oh, that's this chord.
Oh,
And then Ash will write a bass line or something. So we kind of bring it all together. But then there's also songs like Monster that we wrote collaboratively all together.
And is
Okay.
your experiences like when did you guys start writing? Like, and are you like, do you come from lyrical perspectives as well, or?
I'm not a lyrics person. Like some of our songs I've listened to, like I've been like listening to on Spotify or whatever, and I'm like, oh, that's what she says there. Like I don't know our own lyrics. Like I'm just like riffs,
I feel the
bass lines,
same.
Like that's where I
yeah.
come from. So like Mia will bring in some lyrics, and I'll be like trying to add cool stuff to it and make grooves around it. So that's where I
Put
come
the
from.
fairy dust on it. That's
Yeah.
what Ash does. That. Yeah. Totally.
Bass magic.
Yeah. Yeah, when we bring stuff in, sometimes it's super fragmented. It'll be like, hey, I've got like an interesting melody. And then everybody kind of organically puts their thing into it. So it's, yeah.
Then we'll try
We
something
never-
and
yeah.
it doesn't work, so we'll flip it around and just workshop it and see what comes out of it. Well, sometimes we just jam. We're like, let's just
Yeah.
start. Let's just
Totally.
make something.
Same way we approach covers. Sort of
Yeah.
like everybody like, we're going to do this. And then do your homework. And then we bring it together.
Yeah.
And then we start like messing it up.
Yeah.
Okay, right.
Which is nice. Yeah, it's a fun
Nice.
process.
Cool. Do you ever collaborate with people outside of your circle, or would you consider doing a collaboration? Or
I reckon we consider it.
Yeah, it'd be cool.
Yeah, but I think it's always, I feel like it will stay as this and then features and maybe. Yeah.
It's been weird. Like we formed and then we didn't have a lot of gigging time. And then we went into pandemic mode. And then we just resurfaced recently, what feels like
Yeah.
almost.
Yeah.
So it's almost like a renewal of Gecko after the pandemic.
Yeah. Well, because I think we
Even.
wrote a lot of our songs before lockdown, and then we kind of redid them because we'd been doing so much, I don't know, uni work and had learned so much and developed our own skills so
Yeah,
much
more jazz.
that we were like, let's jazz it up. Let's chuck some 2-5-1s.
Yeah.
No.
Not that far.
No, but yeah, no, we were like, we'd learned so much about the craft, and we were like, oh, these don't have to stay the way they are. We can change them around, and I think they're so much better off for it because we had fresh eyes and we weren't so attached to stuff that we were back when we wrote it originally. Yeah. So yeah, there was a bit of a facelift they all got.
Yeah, definitely.
and in terms of when did you start recording the album, and how was that experience?
I think we tried in August last year, and then a lockdown happened, and then we tried again like October.
Yeah.
And we
Yeah.
finished
And then
it
smashed it
by
out.
Christmas. And then got it mastered and
I mean, because I was looking at through the Instagram. Do you guys record at recording labs? Like
Lighting lab.
lighting labs?
Box Hill.
yeah.
You guys actually did.
We recorded in a rehearsal studio.
Oh my god.
But it was an old recording studio, but it's a rehearsal studio.
Yeah,
but it
'cause
had like
we-
the glass in it and
We go there to rehearse a couple of times.
There was when I was like,
It's like,
I was
wait a
like,
second.
oh, I like the
lighting,
name. They look
Distinctive
cool.
wall,
Yeah, I was
the
like,
wood panel.
What
I
song
wonder
is
if we
the
ever
platform?
rehearse on the same
Yes.
night.
Yeah. Is that like room like 4 or something?
3.
3? Like it's that one room where
I think room
Yeah.
3 on the corner.
Yeah.
But room 4 is the room that is actually like the original recording room. So we should have recorded in there because it's so dead in there.
Yeah.
But I'm just
Oh.
attached to the other room and I didn't even think of it. I was like, it has the glass thing, so
You live in your
it
life.
should sound good.
Oh, I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, well, I mean, there are things that we did that we couldn't fix because we self-recorded.
Yeah.
Like, so I feel like we have to be more careful with like next time we record. But it was our first time, so like it's all learning.
Yeah.
But it's like the memories though that will be like
Yeah.
solidified.
I mean, it's kind of raw music anyway, so I feel like it doesn't matter too much.
Yeah,
Works,
anytime,
yeah.
anytime something wasn't perfect, we're like, oh, it's punk. It's punk of
Yeah.
us.
That's our
Rough around the
excuse.
edges. We're leaning into that aesthetic. It's fine.
I think
So
it's,
does that mean you mic'd up the cab, like the guitar cab and stuff, and the bass cab?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Did you guys record like vocals at the same time, or did you do that after?
We did vocals separate.
Yeah.
So we did all the instruments at the same time.
Yeah.
And then, vocals separate in our bedrooms.
do you guys were the Chockies there when you guys were there?
Who?
The Chockies.
Oh, yeah.
The Chockies.
Yeah.
It's like a.
Grab a cherry ripe on the way out.
Oh,
Let's go.
Sorry. Yeah.
It's like a. I was like, how long have they been there? Because it's like a super highlight of like going there.
Yeah.
Just like
we would order GYG.
Yeah.
And we'd never remember to order, like, to get cutlery. So we'd just, like, tear
with
the
cardboard.
off the burrito bowl lid and just eat. It was great.
we haven't yet, but we could.
You should.
Yeah. Make
Remember
it
to
part of the
ask for cutlery.
experience.
Heck yeah, I'll just bring my own. I usually try to keep a fork on me if I can. You never
That's
know
smart. That's really smart.
when you're gonna need one.
Anyway.
I guess, I mean, you sort of already mentioned it, but, you know, so if there was some parts that I guess are imperfect about that recording. Is there any, like, kind of other struggles that you had, like, trying to record that came during the days that you were?
I think it was just really hard because we didn't have someone like at the mixer. Like I had my own mixer and I would just click record and then jump on the kit. And it made it really tiring to go back and forth and then you can't see the levels. And so
And also, like,
Yeah.
our own perfectionism as well. Like, we get to the
Yeah.
end of a take and one of us would just absolutely hate it and the other two, like, could not see an issue with that person's take. So we were
Yeah.
like, but each one of us had a turn where we were like, that was the worst I've ever played that. And you're like, oh, all right, again. And, you know, so that was, like, a whole challenge as well, dealing with the...
Wait, so you pretty much did one takes then? For, like, the whole of your instrument parts?
like everything was in one take
Yeah.
without redoing. I think there's
little moments.
I think there's 2 songs or something where solos were redone.
Yeah.
Okay.
But other than that, yeah. And everything took like a lot of takes. I think Prick was the only one where we did twice and we were like, that's it.
Yeah.
The others were like 10 takes or, yeah. Yep.
A process.
Tiring.
All it takes.
And oh wait, no, you go. You guys say something.
No, I'm just clearing my throat. For some reason,
Oh, sorry.
the tea's made me like go into a bit of a coughing fit.
Oh no.
So I'm just getting my throat's a bit
I
irritated.
didn't poison it.
I mean, Michaela's
The mystery
one who poured it,
begins.
so-
Oh, that is true. That is true.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
In regards to just some random album-based queries. So, did you, in terms of your structuring for your track list and like narrative-wise, like are there any particular songs like that you want to, I don't know, enlighten us on, or
That's not.
that was a dumb question.
No.
We learned about Little Angry Missy, but
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, every song has quite a lot to it. So, is there anything you want to know? Because we could just
You can
go
talk
on.
about Sweet Dreams because we never do that live.
Oh.
That's the last tune on the album.
Yeah, Sweet Dream's the only song we wrote after lockdown, right? I wrote that one about my best friend from high school who ghosted me. So that one's like really raw for me. But yeah.
I didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
I don't think you actually told us that.
Did I not?
No.
I think I was embarrassed. Because it's so recent. It's pretty recent.
That hurts.
Yeah.
You guys are learning
I'll
something
play
new
it
on
with
podcast
more
now.
I can't believe you didn't
An
know
expose.
that.
Wow.
Sweet dreams.
But it's like,
Well, I don't listen to the lyrics, so it could have been about anything.
Oh my God.
I thought it was pretty self-explanatory now. Oh, wow.
we all learnt something.
Actually, I just thought about Decapitated Dolls. So, as I was listening to it, because originally, so I'm going to be honest, when I was listening to the album the first time, I was like, so are all these songs like kind of, because it was like, they're very aggressive songs, right? And I'm like, are these all about relationships? And I'm like, this one, and then I listened to it earlier today, and I'm like, wait a second. You actually mean like a literal Barbie doll?
Yeah.
Right? But then is that also
can
like
be so much.
metaphorical in some
It's
sense?
the perspective of a doll being abused by a little girl.
By a freak.
But you could...
That was a hypothetical one that we wrote.
Okay. Wait.
It was just a bit of fun because I took a photo of a Barbie with her head off. I have the photo.
She stumbled upon it one day.
You've got a few of those.
And then I was
You've
like,
done
what's
an
that
album.
The collection.
A collection of like...
Decapitated.
Dismantled
if you
dolls.
follow my
It's like
Instagram,
that
I
kid
have a
from Toy
story.
Around Melbourne.
Sid, what was it?
Yeah.
Sid.
The scary kid.
Yeah.
That's her.
I didn't do it though. Just found it. Sure. Anyway, that's why I wrote that song.
Yeah, okay.
So if that's hypothetical, then are there like so which
That's
one's
the
a
only one.
Group chat.
Toesucker wasn't.
Toesucker's not real either.
Is actually not real?
No.
Okay.
We're not into toes, personally.
I mean,
That's unfortunate because this is the No Socks podcast.
isn't it but it's the guy that's into toes,
It
isn't
is
it?
about the guy. I don't know. That literally, I think I might have been talking to someone about foot fetishes that day. And for some reason, I just thought of the melody for the chorus. And I was like, sometimes I just sing lyrics without thinking about what it is. And that's the lyrics. So that was literally just Toesucker and I was like, works. That's what came out of my mouth. So then it's a song.
But it must
Really
just be, it's just sort of like
It just fit.
another word for idiot or asshole.
A toe suck.
I mean, that
Don't you think? It's kind of just like,
Oh,
Yeah.
kind of like someone kissing someone's feet, but a toe suck is like
I thought
next
that sounds
level.
like when we
Is
wrote
it-
the lyrics, I thought it
It's not a
was
sock
literally
opera.
about finding your partner sucking someone else's toes.
oh,
Yeah, like so isn't it not necessarily a suck up if you say it the other way? Anyway.
oh yeah, so a cheetah.
Yeah, it's a cheetah.
Yeah, it's a cheetah.
Yeah,
I thought it was
a
a
toe
cheetah.
cheetah.
Yeah.
a toe cheetah.
A toe cheetah.
Even Okay. like left your shoes at the door.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's left
I
right
didn't think
shoulder.
it,
Everything
I
about-
thought it was metaphorical.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's a story about toes, but you can take it metaphorically.
Okay.
Like every single lyric, even like the chorus, no one gets this. It's not even that clever. But I say, your life is so bare. Bare feet.
Bare feet. Huh?
Ah,
It's not that clever, but
it's
everything relates to feet.
I love that. Beautiful. Oh wait, no. As in my brain loves like when I'm writing as well, like those connections. So say if it was a song and relating about money, and then you're like, I know you're cashing in your dollar bills.
Jingle, jingle.
Better check your tills. I don't know.
Yes.
So just
the
puns.
little
Little connections
Thematic
everywhere.
kind of.
understand pet.
What do you mean? I do that all the time.
Yeah. Oh wait, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Have you seen how many puns I put in my songs?
that's true.
Yeah, okay.
Couldn't bear the cliches.
Anyway.
Anyway,
uh,
brief pat detour by me.
We'll excuse it.
Thank you. When did you start gigging? Wait, so it was so you
So our
met-
very first gig was at like a community festival down my
yes.
way.
Oh yeah.
That was in summer, wasn't it? Or close to like September.
It was raining though, wasn't
I
it?
think it was like spring. Sorry, it was like
It
September.
was definitely September.
Everyone was sitting on
Do you remember?
hay bales.
Yeah.
And yeah, no, it was like a nice little starting off point to just sort of practice getting our stuff out there.
Probably more professional than any other gigs.
It was well run.
Yeah.
But where was our first proper Bergie, yes.
Bergie Seltzer.
Bergie Seltzer.
Tiny
Tiny
little-
stage.
Tiny,
no one
tiny.
could see us.
Our opening acts, 2 jazz trios.
Yeah.
Because those were the only musicians we knew.
Yeah.
Of course.
Humble beginnings.
Oh, yeah.
So if there's 2 jazz trios and then you guys
Yeah.
go onto the stage and it's just like...
Toesucker.
It's like-
Oh, yeah. It's exactly how you think it went down.
Yeah, it went
Okay,
from
right,
like
sure.
autumn leaves to
How? Okay, all right. Gig recaps. All right. So those ones, you know, how?
Good.
Yeah, best gigs, worst gigs, memorable gigs.
maybe memorable moments. I guess,
Yeah.
good or bad.
I'm giving you options.
I've really felt a lot more connected on stage this year
yeah.
in playing with you guys.
My favorite gigs have been this year.
This
I think.
year,
Yeah,
right?
So
Like
cheers, mate.
Why
The last gig.
Why would that be? Like, just
It's
curious.
more comfortable.
more comfortable, and then knowing who you're playing with on a more personal level
Okay.
is so
Like
nice.
we've got each other's backs. Like there's no, you don't need to focus so much on getting it right. You can
Yeah,
actually enjoy
trust.
and just jam and yeah.
Yeah.
No, it really helps. Like every time we see each other for rehearsals these days, we've got to like almost say to each other, like, we got to stay on track because we'll just end up like chatting about our
We
lives
come
for
to
like half an
rehearsal.
hour.
The first hour is catching up.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah. But that's good.
Or we show up at gigs and like we haven't seen each other in a few days, so we have to catch up, and the other bands are trying to talk to us. They want to do the networking, and we're like, we're not
just
done.
having a moment.
He's got a new job. We have to hear about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In terms of like where we play though, like Last Chance, probably our favourite venue, and our new favourite venue is Shot Kickers. Good places.
Very
if they want
cool.
us back.
And Revs.
Revs.
Get around Revs.
Where's Revs?
Band room.
Revs is like on Chapel Street. It's like a club, but they have a band room when you get up the stairs.
Yeah, everyone I know was like, "You're playing it. What do you mean? You're playing at Revs? Like that's where people club. Like what
It's
do
just
you
like
mean?
notorious for like being the drug club, like the hug. Yeah.
Meant to be sketchy. It's
like a
sketchy
famous
vibes
one.
out there.
But it was
apparently.
like we had the nicest soundy. He was so
was great.
It was really
caring.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah. We played in a cage.
Yeah. It's
Did
cool.
we say that?
yeah.
We said that.
In a cage? Yeah.
Yeah, they have like a big like wire
big
fence
cage.
around like the outside of the stage.
Wow.
It's pretty
It's
cool.
an interesting set.
Yeah.
Cool.
I guess that's what
Yeah.
makes it. Yeah. Yeah.
Just think how it goes so well with like all
Worst
the foot
gig.
fetish songs. It's like that kind of cage. All right.
We've done bad gigs too.
Oh yeah.
Without doxing any particular
without-
place.
Yep. Recent gig we did, not to name names. We were talking about this before. Mm-hmm. We had to wear earplugs in between the bands because the background music was so loud.
Yeah.
Was it nice background music at least?
It was.
I couldn't figure out what was
One of the
playing.
songs
I
was
was
from
just
the
trying
same
to hear
album.
my own instrument.
Yeah. One of the songs was from the same album that we were doing a cover of. So like,
Oh,
it was Arctic Monkeys.
Yeah.
You look good on dance floor or something. Yeah.
so what are your like go-to cover songs when you're?
Oh, Psycho Killer all the way.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And every time some dude would come up to us and be like, "Oh, you guys listen to Talking Heads." And it's like, it's not that
That's
obscure.
the most underground thing.
Yeah. Round the World.
Ah, yeah.
Chili
That's a good old
Peppers.
one.
Our new one is You're So Vain, which
I
me
love our new cover.
Oh, that
Such
was
so
so
much
awesome.
fun.
Yeah.
Is that the one? That, you're so vain. You probably think this.
Yes.
is
Yeah.
the
Yeah, that's what. That's
we
one.
make it. You're so vain.
Metal.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I actually kind of like that though. Taking really pop,
Well, like yeah, we're sort of
unexpected tunes,
Contemporary.
and then just turn it.
yeah, and we kind of know what our sound is now. So when we're like doing a cover, we're like, okay, that sounds like their version. How do we make it our way?
Yeah.
So that's a really fun challenge to keep the iconic parts of the original song but still make it our own.
How would you describe your sound?
Like tone or like genre?
Oh, actually, I guess a better question would be like, what kind of, where do you find inspiration from musically?
Well,
guess
I don't know. Like
life-wise
as far
as well,
as like
but-
applying, I don't know, groovy kind of bass lines to it, I just sort of think of the Chili Peppers and like the way they have like the funky, quite intricate, interesting bass lines underneath a very like rock aesthetic as well. So yeah, a lot of our tunes, I'm like, how would Free do this? Add something cool to this.
My inspiration for like songwriting definitely came from PJ Harvey and like Garbage and just like punky, grungy girl singers, female singers, definitely like in that category. Yeah.
I'm a bit of a lost unit on this one. I don't know.
It's the jazz me. That's what
Maybe. Oh.
I feel like I hear like there's a bit of blues happening though in that. When you're
Well,
playing.
yeah, I
That's
guess
what
rock
noticed.
and blues guitar is so intertwined. Like so much of that language is referenced from each other. So
Yeah.
maybe that. But then also like I'll hear Ash's funky bass line and then, you know, suddenly I want to turn off the distortion and do some funk guitar, you know. So
Just
Get the wah pedal out.
oh yeah. So yeah.
yeah,
Mixed
okay.
bag.
The wah 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 in Angry Misty song, you know, the guitar.
Yeah, I don't know. what
We
you're
thought
talking
that was so funny. Like that was a joke initially because we were like when we would strum and you'd be like,
Do the eyebrows.
about. I mean, if people didn't know what it was, they'd probably would suit with the certain
Yes!
type of.
Well,
I think
type of
that's
film.
why. Yes.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I don't know where to go from that. So you know, you're taking a break from gigging now. You're writing your material at the moment, and so I guess was there any reason why? So because you know, usually a lot of bands these days sort of release EPs first. What was the decision to release an album straight off the bat?
We just had so much material. We had so much material that we just thought we'd get it out. It was probably stupid of us to not do like a single, because like it's hard to get listens from a whole album, because like if you release a single and you have like 1,000 listeners, they'll all just listen to that single and you'll get your streams up. But because we've got a whole album, we might have 1,000 listeners, but they'll all listen to different songs.
Yeah.
So it's harder to get like streams in that way. But I think we just wanted to get it out because we're like, why not? Like, let's just do this. And I guess like that's like the old, I don't even know if that's old school, but like I feel like it was more common to release an album, but now with the internet, it's easier to just do like a single. And we're just like, we want to just do it.
I like having a portfolio of like our work. Like it's nice to
all-
just have it all in one spot, and it's like
Yeah.
this
Yeah,
is what we
and it's-
made in the
Yeah.
It's
first
the
like
same
couple years
period.
of our. Yeah.
It
Except
is
for that
very-
one song.
Except for that one song from the olden days.
It is very exciting. I mean, I always love listening, through an album, like in the way, the way people, for me, like the way people, order them as well, because
There's been thought there. Yeah.
like when I got into like, concept albums and things, or it's like, how does this song complement this one? And it's like,
Yeah.
oh,
The
we want-
storytelling.
Yeah. Like, do you want the audience to be devastated in the middle, and maybe you'll give them a happy ending
Yeah.
by the end of that album?
yeah.
Or do you want to leave
Like
them in the
curated
dark?
the mood. Yeah.
It's so much power and fun, I guess, with an album. But I guess it's more, with all everyone has access to basics of, I don't know, this marketing, this. And I guess the push has been, do all these singles
Yeah.
and then an EP and, yeah.
I also like that. I think that our sound is we go for a different vibe sort of on each song. So I
Yeah.
think just releasing one, I'm not sure which one we'd even choose, as in,
Yeah.
because, it's Prick Runaway right at the start. And like those are very contrasting kind of energies, particularly like, aesthetics and that. And I like that people start in one place and then see the next thing and are like, it's an unexpected sort of shift, and then that kind of sets the tone of like what comes after.
Do you want
Shit
to
comes after.
Do you want to talk about the album name? Because Ash came up with the title.
Because it took us ages to think of Gecko, or like finally land on Gecko.
Yeah.
So I was like, naming the album is going to be hell. But I sort of thought about, the first song that we wrote for Gecko was Angry Missy Song. So the dog was called Missy. And then I liked shortening it to, I think Miss has a few meanings. Like some of the songs are quite sad and you can miss, you miss people.
Yeah.
And then I also like that we're all chicks and it's like Miss as well.
Or like hit and miss.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I liked that it had those sort of double meanings. So I put it to the group. And then the actual cover. So the cover's a picture of Mia when she was how old? Like
3, 2, 3.
Yeah, that's little Mia. And she just she sent that to the group chat and I was like, that is the little miss. Like, look at her go. And her mum's watching her go like down the street in her red dress. Like, yeah. So I was like, we have to use that photo.
That's kind of what kind of got me confused when I got to Little Angry Miss. You see? Because it's like, this is called
Is this about
Miss,
this
and
kid?
then
It's
this is
about
about
that
Miss,
little
and then I was like, oh wait, no, but
So
it's
much confusion
it's
with
literally
that song.
literally not about her.
Thank goodness.
But you did figure out it was a dog.
Yeah.
But
So
what
it's
is it? The sniffing butt
Yeah,
bit?
that bit. I was like, but I'm just a dog, and I'm like, oh, okay, right. Yeah, okay, now I get it.
Oh, I do say that.
Yeah.
It's okay.
How do people miss that then?
Interwoven mystery.
It's like, but I'm just a dog. Yeah.
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 Yeah, that's true. But I think at gigs, people can't hear you very well.
Yeah,
so when
sometimes
when I say I'm humping, that really comes out.
That came out the first time I heard it. I was like, what the
So and then people didn't hear the dog bit. Yeah.
I think it was the second time. Like, I heard the sniffing butt, literally lime. Didn't hear the dog bit. And then I heard that. And then, like, a couple of days later, I listened to it again. I'm like, oh, so that's what it was. So the first time I listened to it, I didn't actually get it until a little bit later.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just so
Like to be
complex.
mysterious.
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 The puns again.
Never ends.
Unhinged.
This is a mistake.
Puns, though.
Mistake.
Hey.
Is that what you meant?
Yes.
I thought, I'm just out of the puns for today.
It is.
So I guess back on the question though. So you're doing your getting it. You stopped gigging for now, and when would we expect to see like another album or EP or single? I guess.
Same time as this year, maybe.
End of year, kind of.
I reckon we can pump it out. Like, we've got so many ideas.
Yeah.
It's just the process. Like, the process, I think the process of getting the originals will be fine. I feel like we've got so much stuff, but it's the recording that's tricky and distribution that's really hard. Yeah.
Anything you would probably try this time around? Like, anything that didn't
Should we
work
shout out
so well?
Adriano?
Oh, yeah.
He's a legend. He produced, did we say produced? Mixed mastered
He mixed and mastered.
and
Yeah.
Miss, and he's great.
Yeah. Maybe we would ask him to help us with the actual recording because, then we wouldn't have the issues. Like, I don't even remember what the issues. It would be like amp buzzing or something, but it kind of worked in the end.
Yeah.
But yeah.
No, it'd be nicer to have an extra pair of hands.
I think the reason also we didn't want to do that is because we're just kind of like, it's kind of embarrassing I feel, to do takes in front of someone and keep fucking up and then being like, sorry, we have to do another one. Oh, sorry,
Yeah,
and then it's more the pressure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Story of my life. One of these, Brandon's there, Jeremy's there. Uncle. Yeah.
It's especially when I find when it's vocals as well, and then you get like that tension. You're like, oh my god.
There's
and you
no
actually
way.
have that fatigue, and then it's slowly degrading.
Yeah, 100%.
Potentially getting the sound will change. I mean, at least. Well, I mean, piano's always. I mean, your fingies might get a bit
For me, it was
tired
more
and,
like
you know.
my concentration would slip, and like towards the end of the day, we would have done the same take, just arrangement. It's always been the same.
Yeah.
And then the fifth time, I just totally forget what we're doing.
Yeah. It just wipes.
Yeah.
It's just like it's those random mistakes that are that that just you don't expect to happen. Like you've played this line like over and over, even on like in a gig or something, and it's just like, and then you just make that one random like mess up, and you're just like, how?
Yeah. Happened to me recently.
demoralising.
I messed up every single chorus of one song. Every single chorus was wrong. It was crazy. Like, how does the brain do that?
We had our recent gig at, where was it? At the Leadbeater. We I made a few mistakes because we were allowed to put project like a YouTube video in the background, and I kept getting distracted by because I turned around to look at Mia while she was rocking away, and then I'd be like,
Well, I had the screen, like the little screen, so I was like watching it the whole time, and I kept
so we
laughing.
put a nature doco on in the background of lizards.
That's wonderful.
And some Komodo dragons were having sex.
They had sex.
at one point.
Oh no!
I was just watching the audience face. They were all laughing, and I was like, I know what's happening.
Wait, had you watched it before?
No.
We didn't know it was a feature
We
there.
didn't even-
And then the band that asked us to play were like, hey, what do you want?
Yeah.
And we just
we've
sort
never
of-
thought about that
No.
before.
Having
it
projected
again.
On the
nature
spot.
doc.
Well, maybe we should think about what would
What
suit
we would do next
and not
time.
like
I love
I was
Gecko's
thinking-
mating.
I was thinking like a trippy lizard thing. Maybe we get someone to make that for us.
Yeah, true.
That's true. Your own graphics.
Yeah.
Did you reach out to anyone for the design work, or is that a skill?
I did those.
Ah.
We have an artiste in the house.
So will you be doing?
It's the art curating
projections?
thing job. Yeah, sorry.
Sorry. Which question?
I wasn't in the room.
Oh, don't worry. No.
She designed the shirt
Yeah.
that I'm wearing.
I was looking at it,
Oh, I
And then
didn't
I
notice
was-
that was.
and then
So
I was
I'm not totally
wait,
versed on like
that is
all
Gecko,
the
right?
industry standards of all the designs and what pixels everything needs to be. So
Yeah.
I'm sort of just guessing.
But it works.
But it's worked
Works.
so far
It looks good.
and nothing's too distorted. So yeah.
That is good.
That's
I
Mia
get one
as
of
well.
those.
Like that's a photo of Mia that I referenced there.
I just think of
So
like
you
a
have yourself
kinda
a
reminds-
Raising a
shirt.
gecko.
A little bit too hard. I was channeling that girl
Wait,
from
that's so
Nemo who's
crazy.
too intense about the fish.
You wearing a shirt of you.
Once I wore pigtails.
First you get
And I looked in the
goosebumps
mirror, I
about
was
your own singing, and then now you wear your
and
own
then you
face.
picked up a lizard and you're like, oh my god.
Oh, I sound like a horrible.
It's all right, Your Royal Highness.
I can't wait to catch a future gig with these with the pigtails, the graphics.
Yeah.
I hope we get the slideshow video projector.
Projector.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Well, then you should have it.
yeah,
It made it more entertaining to watch as well. Like
No, it was really funny. I liked it.
because like if some band's not the best, like it's still enjoyable because you're watching something.
yeah.
I mean, it's
Simpsons on.
Quite distracting.
but it's kind of. I mean,
You can't be everyone's cup of tea. So like,
No.
there's
So it's a
no
backup.
shame.
Yeah.
No shame.
I guess I mean like even they would have like it's akin to like having like a nice fancy light show, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess
But just
so.
you have like
Bit
a
more
music
relevant.
video. Oh god, imagine just putting like a music video on in the background of that song that you're playing.
You should put on like a live,
Ugh.
full live set of yourself playing.
Inception.
Set? Set.
No. We'd like film what we're doing
Can't
and
wait.
project that onto like in live. That'd be
Oh
cool.
yeah.
Or you could do like a lyric video for little angry Missy
Oh,
so people can
karaoke.
understand
Yeah.
what's so
Yeah,
they don't get
lyric
confused.
videos. Oh my god.
with the little ball.
Oh, yeah.
karaoke.
Everybody, you know the words.
Gets to the final bit. What? So, yeah.
Yeah. It's been nice. I feel like we've arrived at a point where it's we're just gonna have to be waiting in suspense. I'm sad I didn't catch you on a show. Are we catching you?
We'll be doing more shows.
Yeah, you'll be doing.
Oh, we've got a
Way in
headline.
July.
Yes.
Okay.
We've got a headline booked for the 20th of August.
Cool.
So that's our next gig.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hopefully we can make it.
No
Surely.
pressure. Just putting it out there.
This is what the podcast is for.
And
But seriously, it is.
yeah.
So, yeah.
So where's
Come to our gig.
It's at the last chance, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
Last
yes,
chance.
I didn't wanna-
20th of August.
Tell them.
That's true. Don't look at me.
No, I'm joking. It's supposed to be creepy to look.
Okay.
It's like not a nice thing to do.
No, do the
No
office.
one says
Have you
look
been
at the
making
camera.
office faces at the
I
camera this whole time?
Do you guys like The Office?
I've watched clips
Yes.
here and there. I haven't wanted to actually sit the whole. I've watched too many clips actually.
I wrote a song called The Office before I realized, wait, there's the TV show The Office, and then everyone thinks the song is about The Office.
Oh.
And then I watched The Office and I was like, oh my God, this is great.
Yeah.
Side note, and
You know, if-
anyway,
you know, we'll always put, you know, your your links to
Yeah.
your social medias and stuff, but like, you know, if in case people don't happen to click on it or they want to find it now, where can they find you?
Gecko on all streaming services. Gecko.band on Insta. Facebook. I think our hyperlink's like gecko.official.
ooh,
Very fancy. Yeah.
you
Follow
get-
us. Keep up with us. We're pretty cool.
Yeah, I do think
We're
it's
not really
nice.
that cool. It's just we. Oh, don't follow us on TikTok.
I was gonna ask about that.
TikTok is you don't want it. It's just weird.
Really?
So it's cursed content.
We don't have. It's like we try and think of ideas, and it's just like so convoluted that it makes no sense, and we think it's really funny, and then people are just like, "What the fuck was that?"
So most
So-
of them are Ash's ideas, or
No.
sorry. Sorry.
Honestly, Mia's the creative genius behind. Yeah. She's like the stage mum who's like, okay, now do this, and we're like, okay, and then she edits it all together, and we're like, what is this?
And that Montserrat one was actually did quite well.
That is the most chaotic one. There's no plot there.
No, you
just
can watch
stuff.
it. Yeah, check it out if you.
Is there a bed
Oh, bed.
and a monster under the bed?
Oh, what?
No.
Wait,
I see
what?
what he's doing.
Sorry, I'm just taking it
that?
literally because the song's like that.
Monster.
The audience.
Oh,
Hey.
sorry.
The audience will understand when they go
And listen
click
to
this
the
link.
album.
Listen
Yeah,
to the
listen
album,
to the album.
and then you will.
Then all the jokes make sense.
They will.
Yep. Anyway, so I guess that wraps up this episode, doesn't it? You know, again, just for the how many of time. This has been Gecko.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been your host,
Fun.
Pat. This has been Katie, and that's it for this episode of No Socks.
Bye.